Hello everyone. In today's session, we will solve one problem. Basically, intentionally, I put this particular picture here because it gives us a lot of idea while solving this particular problem. And when we see these particular terms, field capacity, permanent melting point, and all, so we get an idea actually what are these terms. So that's why actually I put this figure intentionally. First, we will read this problem loudly so that we will be able to solve the problem very easily. I will just dictate the terms. So after how many days will you supply water to soil? Clay loam. So type of the clay soil is a clay loam in order to ensure efficient irrigation of the given crop. Now in this case, these are the different terms. So these are the inputs given for this particular problem. So field capacity of the soil is 27%. So I will mention the field capacity as suppose FC. Then permanent wilting point, that is 14%. So permanent wilting point we can mention as a PW, or we can mention simply W. Then dry density of the soil, that is 15 kilonewton per meter cube, that we can represent as a gamma. Suppose generally we do represent as a gamma D, that is dry density of the soil. Then effective depth of the root zone, that we can mention as D. Then a daily consumptive use of water for the given crop is 11 mm, so that we can represent as CU, consumptive use. Now when we solve this particular problem, so what exactly we are supposed to find out, that we can mention, it has been asked that we are supposed to find out that how many days will you supply. So we are supposed to find out the frequency of the irrigation. So how can we find out the frequency of the irrigation? Is basically we can find out the frequency of irrigation from this consumptive use and another term, that how much that depth of the water stored in the root zone. So that we need to calculate. So what we will do, we'll go step by step. First we will find out the available moisture. So from this figure, actually how can we find out the available moisture or available water is basically from this wilting point up to the field capacity. So I'll just mention here this available moisture is equal to, so this available moisture is equal to this is in between wilting point. So what I will do, FC minus that field capacity minus wilting point. So we know both the term, field capacity is given, which is 27%, and wilting point is also given, which is 14%. So we'll get 13% as a available moisture. Now basically the most important term is readily available moisture. So generally readily available moisture is just above this particular wilting point. So whatever the moisture is available, that can be easily absorbed by the plant. So that we need to calculate, and generally it is assumed that it can be 75% or 80% of the available moisture. So we can consider here, if it is not given, we need to assume readily available moisture. So readily available moisture is equal to 80% of available moisture, which is 13%. So here we get 10.4%. So this is readily available moisture. Now what we will do, we'll find out the lower limit of this readily available moisture. We can represent it as a M0. Now lower limit of this available moisture is wilting point. In the same way, readily available moisture is just above this wilting point, wilting coefficient or wilting point, and we need to find out the lower limit of this readily available moisture. So that we can represent by M0. So M0, that is lower limit of readily available moisture, is equal to how we can find out for that. So 27 is field capacity, that is upper limit, and minus this 10.4. This 10.4 is this much of the available moisture, readily available moisture is there. So this 16.6%. is basically lower limit of readily available moisture. Now the next term that is very important is basically when irrigation water is applied, so moisture is raised from 16.6% up to the field capacity, which is 27%. So from here it may be in between here, it may be like we can just take, so this is lower limit of available moisture, it may be 16.6 and the top one is 27%. So now we can find out how much what is the depth of the water stored in the root zone. So that we can find out very easily, that we can mention even as a dw. Suppose, so I'll mention here, suppose dw is equal to for we will write formula first, that we know gamma d by gamma w into d, that is root zone depth, in bracket fc, that is field capacity, minus m0. Now all these terms we have, what is gamma d? Yes, so gamma d is given. So gamma d is we can see here value of gamma d is 15 kilonewton per meter cube. So I'll mention here 15 kilonewton per meter cube divided by gamma w. Gamma w is also mentioned, that is 9.81. Then that we know gamma w value is, that is nothing but the unit weight of the water. That's why we have taken 9.81 multiply by depth, so d. So d is given, it is 75 centimeter. 75 centimeter that we can convert into meter, so we can mention as 0.75 meter. Multiply by, okay, so multiply by, basically here value of fc is 27. So 27 will take as a 27%, so 0.27 minus this m0 also we have 16.6%, so we can mention as a 0.166. And finally when we do the calculation, we'll get the answer equal to 0.119 centimeter, so that we can convert to the centimeter as 11.9 centimeter. Now we are supposed to find out the irrigation frequency. So we have the consumptive use also, so I will mention here only in this bracket, I will find out FW. So the formula to find out the FW, that is watering frequency, is basically this dW divided by consumptive use. So why the formula is like this? Because dW is water stored in the root zone, divided by consumptive use is nothing but the transpiration and evaporation losses. So if we divide it by transpiration and evaporation losses, so we will come to know that how frequently we should irrigate, so that we can meet or we can maintain the moisture level which is required to the plant. So dw is we have, which is 11.9 centimeter, we can take 11.9, and consumptive use is also given 11 mm, that is nothing but 1.1 centimeter. So if we do this calculation, we'll get the value as 10.82. so 10.82, it means that we can take as 10 or 11 days, so we can mention as 11 days. So 11 days can be the frequency, or even 10 days can be the answer. So 11 days is the irrigation frequency. So in this way basically we are supposed to solve such a problems. Now we will discuss the second example. So in the second example, an irrigation field, so it is 40 meter wide and 250 meter long. So from this we can find out the area. So long has a soil which has apparent specific gravity. So apparent specific gravity is given, that is SD, or we can simply say gamma d by gamma w, value is there. Field capacity fc is given, that is 22%. Then the depth of the root zone is also given, which is 0.6%. so depth of the root zone is d. And if the irrigation is started when 70% of the moisture of the 70% of the available moisture has been used, so it means that this much amount of moisture need to be added. So when we calculate depth of the water supplied dw, we need to multiply by 0.7 into the specific gravity of the water into the root zone depth. So the net depth of the water of the irrigation water required, so this we can calculate. So whatever I have explained now in that way. Time required to irrigate the field if the discharge in the field channel is 20 liter per second. So second is how much time is needed to irrigate that field with the area of 40 meter wide and 250 meter long. So now we will go step by step. Now we will go step by step. In the first step we will mention what is given in this particular problem. So basically given is FC, which is 22%. So FC is given, which is 22%. Then second term, first I'll mention FC, which is 22%. Then the next term, which is SG, specific gravity, equal to gamma D by gamma W, is given, which is 1.56. Next one, that is D. D is nothing but the root zone depth, which is also given. It is 0.6 meter. Now we have a basic formula to find out the water supplied. So the first thing, that is net depth of the irrigation water, that we will find out. So that D is equal to the simple and the basic formula that we can use, which is gamma D by gamma W into D into bracket FC minus this M. So M, that is nothing but the moisture content before the start of the irrigation. So this moisture content before the start of the irrigation we can calculate, or we can simply say this FC minus M is nothing but the 70% of FC. So in both the way we can calculate, but we will go step by step. So how can we find out M? So basically we can find out the M. I will just mention here only. So this M is equal to 70% is already used. It means that 30%. So 0.3 multiply by 0.22. So this much is available. So this is 0.22, which is available. So is equal to 0.066. So this is what is available. Now in the next step we will just put the values and we will find out. So D is equal to gamma D by gamma W is given, which is 1.6. Root zone depth is 0.6 meter, and FC is 22. So we can mention 22% is 0.22 minus 0.06006. This is 6. So is equal to D will get as a 0.144 meter, which is equal to 144 mm. Now the second term, that is we are supposed to find out the time required. So how can we find out the time required? So for that there is a simple formula. T is equal to area multiplied by dW, which we have got 144 mm, divided by Q is the discharge, which is given 20 liter per second. So now this area is basically 40 meter wide and 250 meter long. So we will put the 40 into 250. So we will get in meter square area, that is 40 into 250 multiply by 0.144, that is in meter, divided by, yeah, so time is given, discharge is given, so Q is 20 liter per second. So that we need to convert into meter cube per second. So 20 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3, so that liter to meter cube, multiply by 3600. So we'll get in meter cube per hour. So finally we'll get this value in meter cube per hour. So it is equal to 20 hours. So basically in this way we can find out. So 20 hours is the answer. So in this way we can solve such a problems. So the basic I'll just revise this what exactly we have done. Firstly we are supposed to find out how much water we should supply to maintain the level up to the field capacity. That's why field capacity minus available moisture. So how can we find out available moisture? Is basically we can see here the 70% of water is used, so only 30% is available. 30% of field capacity, so field capacity is 0.22, so we have got available moisture is equal to 0.066. now from 0.66 up to the field capacity, which is 0.22, we are supposed to increase or supply that much of the water. So that is in percentage that we can convert in terms of the depth. How? By multiplying root zone depth into specific gravity. So we have got 0.144 meter. Now by using this 0.44 meter as irrigation requirement in terms of depth here, and area is given 40 by 250, then we have converted this discharge Q 20 liter per second to meter cube per hour. So liter to meter cube multiply by 10 raised to minus 3, and second that we have converted into hours. So that's why we have multiplied by 3600, and so finally we got the answer equal to 20 hours. So in this way basically we are supposed to solve such a kind of problems. Now I will just give you another problem as an homework or assignment we can say, or quiz, and that you can solve. The problem is asked in the GATE exam. So in the below link only I have in the description I have given the link, so you can use that link, and you can get immediately result or the answer for the same. You can also register for a below link to get such a frequent quiz that you can solve. Thank you.